So my name is Bradley Kohn. I'm from London, but I now reside in Los Angeles. My company is Creative Ninjastries, and it's essentially a music production company. And yeah, I'm produce, write, perform, and music, and empower people, both in the creation of music and hopefully in the receiving of that music. So Amanda Slavin and I worked on a project in Central Park 3 years ago called the Global Citizen Festival, where we did a free music festival for 60,000 people to raise awareness for initiatives tackling global poverty. And we had the Foo Fighters, the Black Keys, and Neil Young come and perform. And so we've had a relationship since then. Sometimes I see her more than others, but we ran into each other in Los Angeles earlier this year, and she invited me to come here and see what was going on and to perform. I don't know if this is like the best reference, but there's a song I really like by Bruce Springsteen called "The Ghost of Old Tom Joad," and it's been covered by Jose Gonzalez. He has a project called Junip. Okay. So this song talks of struggle, but I find it really inspiring nonetheless. And when I think about what downtown was like and where it is now, it's like going from the place that that song describes and arriving in this inspired vision, you know. So the hook from the chorus, he says, "The highway is alive tonight, but nobody's fooling nobody as to where it goes. I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, searching for the ghost of Tom Joad." So, you know, it's a bit of a stretch, but to equate the two. But at the same time, you could say, you know, what does the ghost represent? And you know, there's highways all over Las Vegas, you know, and maybe I'll leave it up to people to interpret that. But I think it's a beautiful song, and yeah, I have many people that I've looked up to over the years. Who's my hero? I mean, I've had many, you know. One of my heroes is Quincy Jones, the producer. He's also a musician, and he was somebody who seems very knowledgeable and humble, and has definitely left an impact on the history of music, you know, with his work from Frank Sinatra to Michael Jackson and various other artists. How has he helped me shape who I've become? One of my goals and kind of big drivers in my life is the pursuit of excellence, and I really feel like he achieved that, especially with the work he did with Michael Jackson. I really think that's, you could say, the pinnacle of excellence. You know, I was in a bar recently, and the DJ kept putting on Michael Jackson tunes, and they just sounded so fresh next to everything else, you know. So yeah, people like that remind me and inspire me to try and be great. I think it's wonderful what's going on here. This is not the first time I've seen a kind of a group of individuals consciously create a landscape. You know, I've seen it with Summit Series as well, and it's something that you don't really see in the same way in Europe, because places are already built out. There's so much more space here that there's the opportunity to do it. So I find it hugely inspiring. I think what Tony, the vision he has, is fantastic. It was enjoyable to see the culture at Zappos, and you know, I've enjoyed meeting other people doing impactful things in the world with Catalyst Creative, and I think the whole downtown project is really fantastic. I'm currently in a transformational program called MITT, which is Master in Transformational Training, and the more I go through the process, the more kind of revelations I have. And I think the work that they're doing is really empowering people. I've seen growth both in myself and in other people in the community. And so I think that to empower people and to build communities is a very sustainable way to really change the world and affect positive change. And so that's one of the things that I see that I think is very impactful.